Hello everybody, welcome back. We have the stream back up and running after our little fiasco, but look, my pen is actually working now. I don't know why sometimes my tablet freaks out and says you can't draw today, but it does. But in case you missed it, in case you weren't here for the 15 or so minutes I was blabbering on about stuff, we're going to be doing Artfight drawings today. This is the drawing we are currently working on. You might recognize our little lava lamp over here, our, what are these called? Bouncy ball friends, our plush friends up here behind the little neon sign, which I can take away so you guys can get a better look. But I've done a lot of work on this over the weekend, and we have a lot of work left to go. So today, I want to work on these little keychains that are going to go on this little grid down here. So we're going to start off with, we're going to start off with this little Tamagotchi character, which is actually a revenge from someone who attacked me. So I am super excited. We have all of our reference images all ready to go, and we can actually start drawing, which is what I was going to do about 10 minutes ago before my tablet decided I'm not gonna draw. But guess what? I fixed it. And now I can draw. Oh my god, look at that. So exciting, guys. So exciting. Hey, Hoosers. We can get started. So I wish there was a way to make that egg shape. It's like I can make, well, actually, you know what? I can do this. So I probably want to do like a thicker outline, because this is going to be a small drawing. Yes, so we'll do this, We're gonna make this kind of shape. And then to get the egg shape, we'll just bring in the top a little bit. You know? We can manipulate this to our favor, chat. We can manipulate this to our favor. That way I can have a perfectly symmetrical kind of shape without really having to worry too much. Let me bring this out a little bit. So I want to make this bottom like pretty flat, a pretty flat curve. And then up towards the top, it gets a little sharper. It's kind of the idea we're going for. Again, egg shape, people. We're going for egg. Okay, I think that's actually a pretty good shape. That is not symmetrical though, is it? It's pretty close. I can make it symmetrical though. By deleting this half. And then deleting that half. Now it's symmetrical. Now we have a perfect little shape. The shape goes into the shape press and makes the shape into the shape hole. For those of you who are familiar with that meme. Alright. Alright, so we have our shape. Our shape is shaping. now I have to make... I want to make the keychain that goes on top. Which I'll probably make the liner a little bit thinner for. It's a little bit. Oh, give me a nice circle. Come on. There we go. That'll be our attachment for the keychain. Should work out very good for us. Oops. Did not mean to actually move that. Thought it was all in one layer, but it's not. Okay. Might actually thicken this up just a tad bit. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. So making the inside curve. Following the exact shape. It's gonna take a couple of attempts till I get one that I like. If you're new here, this is not an uncommon experience for me. I love drawing the same line over and over again. What do you mean? It's my favorite. It's my favorite activity. Thankfully, if I can get the line close enough, I can just edit it like that. It doesn't gotta be exactly perfect. No, it's just gotta be close enough perfect. Close enough. Close enough. Good enough for me. Perfect. Especially because these are not commissions. They're just Artfight drawings. So it's like, you know, as long as I get the character accurate, that's what matters most. As long as I'm getting the accuracy. Doesn't have to be an exact perfect drawing. I would actually recommend to most people, if you're doing Artfight, do not go for perfection. You will burn yourself out so quickly. And I guess that goes without saying for most things, right? The more you strive for perfection, the more you're likely to burn yourself out in any task you're doing. But especially with Artfight, it's like Artfight is just supposed to be chill and fun. You know, little to no stress. So, no, I would just, you know, recommend just chilling. Just chilling. What I do want to do, though, is where is it? I cannot draw a star to save my life. I'm going to borrow the star on this doggy's face. Just as a kind of template. Just as a template. I have to edit it a little bit here. But yeah, I can't draw stars, chat. I don't know why. I can't draw stars. It's just not been a thing for me. But that's okay. Because that's what copy and paste is for. Let's go. I just need a rough outline to copy from. That'll be good. Because again, it don't gotta be perfect. Actually might use the curve tool for this. Just to get some crisper lines. Kind of round out the tops. The points, I should say, maybe. The little points of the stars. Yeah, that looks pretty good. The bottom, I don't like the angle of that. Maybe we'll go for like here. Try that. Still not loving that. I wonder if we can just kind of cheat a little bit, you know? Because I'm a cheater. There's no cheating in art, but there is what I like to call kind of cheating. Which is good old copy paste. Love me some copy paste, man. Love me some copy paste. See, I think the angle for this should be kind of like this. Which means I'm gonna have to re-angle the other portion, but that's fine. Remember what I said about perfection, chat? Yeah, that's working out really well for me right now. It's alright, we're getting a good star shape here. It's funny because, like, you know, a lot of programs come with shape tools. And you know, Clip Studio Paint does have shape tools. It doesn't have a star tool though, which I find very interesting. You know, you got your basics, you got your circle, you got a polygon, you know. But no star. Which is like a little weird. It's a little weird if I do say so myself. But as long as what I'm doing works, all that matters. If it takes me a little extra time, we'll just consider it polished. Alright. So, looking on here. See, I don't know what they mean by this. 15% more extraction speed on even floors. No idea what that means. It's on the ref sheet. No idea what it means though. Yeah, so we're just gonna do the best we can with the knowledge we have. I might do like a little circle here. See, I'm trying to match the design on here. It's hard to do because I don't know if they're like trying to mimic something specific. Because I know absolutely nothing about Tamagotchi, chat. I don't know if you guys have experience with Tamagotchi. I don't. It's like I was more of a, like, I don't know, hands-on kind of person when I was a kid. I liked Legos and Techic bricks, and I liked puzzles and actual like board games, video games. When it came, I guess Tamagotchi's like kind of a video game thing. But I was not a person who did a lot of like playing with like dolls, playing with, I don't know, other typical kinds of toys. I never had a Tamagotchi. It's basically, moral of the story, I never had a Tamagotchi. So I don't know much about them. But they seem fun. I knew people who had them. It's like you have to like take care of them or else they'll die, which is a little extreme for the age group of like 10-year-olds who are the ones mostly playing with Tamagotchis. But you know, I guess not that different from me playing Pokemon Go, you know? It's like I gotta take care of my little guys. And that's all life is about, really. Taking care of little guys. It's the joys of life, is taking care of little guys. It's like the best part of life. Whether it's digital little guys or physical ones, like cats or dogs or babies for some people. I don't really care for that one, but but yeah. Alright. Watch me as I attempt to draw an oval. I promise I can do it. I promise after 100 attempts that I can draw an oval. Maybe. I don't want it to be like a perfect oval. It's like for the outside, it's like, yeah, I want to make it nice and symmetrical. But I do want some level of non-symmetricalness. So you have that like hand-drawn feel. At the same time, I can't draw. Well, I can draw, I just can't draw. What would you say the word is, chat? I don't know, stably? That's a weird way of putting it. Smoothly. I can't draw smoothly. Even though you would think I can, from the fact that my line art is very clean. It's because I put a lot of time into making sure it's clean. But it takes a lot of effort to do that. Okay. That seems like a good eyeball. And then I copy and paste it. Maybe these might actually be a little too big. Now let's look at them. They might be too big. Just by a hair. You know, just a hair. It's a little bit too big. You have a little bit of straggly line down here, which I need to fix. No stragglies. Get out of here. Get out of here. I cannot draw this line to save my life. Okay. Copy and paste tool for the win. It's like, I think my advice with the copy paste tool is like, feel free to use the copy paste tool. I love the copy paste tool. But when you copy something, try to alter it just a little bit so it's not like super obvious you copy pasted, right? Like if you look at, say, what's a good example? This bunny character I drew, right? If you look at it, you're like, that's very symmetrical. When you flip the canvas, you can see there's tiny details that are shifted that are not necessarily the same when you reverse the image, right? It's not perfectly symmetrical. Which adds a little bit more character, a little bit more intrigue to your art. So even if you copy paste something, change it just a little bit. Unless you're doing something that requires perfect symmetry. Just so you have some intrigue there. But you know, that's just my advice. No one has to take my advice. I just provide advice because I'm freaking streaming. I might as well talk, right? Might as well. Okay. So that's basically our Tamagotchi done. I just have to draw the chain now. Which I want to keep the chain like pretty short. I don't want it to be like super long. Then it's gonna look weird. That lines up. We'll just do this. That way I know it lines up. Just so we can make sure. There we go. Go with a little bit of a smaller. Getting this perfect is gonna be tricky. I'll just do it on a separate layer, and I'll move it into place. Perfect. When in doubt, beat the system. Okay. Now, doing the chain, I do have a brush for chain, right? Where is it? Yeah, I have a thin chain, and then I have this kind of chain, which I don't quite like that. So I have braids. Yeah, I think this is more what we're going for, and I probably won't even use that really. I'll just use this as like a guide more so than anything else. It's like I'm not gonna actually use the chain brush because I want like clean line work, you know. I don't want the like cell shading whatever's going on with this. So we'll just make that a little bit of a lower opacity. Let me do this on its own layer. I want to be able to use this again if need be. So I'm going to be making multiple of these keychains, right? So if I can just have one piece of chain that I can just use kind of over and over again, not too bad of an idea. Just saying. I don't want to like close it all the way. Leave it like a little open. Gotta have thicker lines on the outside, you know? Give some line weight there. I don't know what's going on with this piece of chain. I don't know why it doesn't like line up. Looks like it's like twisting. It's kind of weird. Anyway. We'll make it line up. Because I can do that. That's why I'm redrawing it. The whole freaking point. Not like that. Maybe? Kinda like that, kinda like that. This is why they make chain brushes, guys. Because chain, not an easy thing to draw. Same with like braids, like hair braids. We had this struggle on stream a few weeks ago. I couldn't draw braids to save my life. But that's why they make brushes for these kinds of things. I honestly need to download more bushes would not be a horrible idea for me. Okay, I think that is a decent little chain loop. And we can just have a copy of that on standby for us. Erase this chunk. And then we can erase this. I might even thicken the lines actually. It's just like a tad bit. Like that. And this we can get rid of. Yeah, I might have to adjust the chain a little bit for this actually. Move it just a tad. Like that. Yeah, that is good. That is good. I like that. I like that. So for this one, I want to add an extra little chain because he's got this little, I can't tell if it's a puppy or a cat. It doesn't have whiskers, right? It's like if it had whiskers, it'd be cat. So maybe dog. Maybe dog. But we're gonna add this little cute little guy. I'll just use this actually. We'll use the extra little chain that I have. Kinda connect it. I might wanna even give like a little bit of movement to the chain. Let's do this. This is going to require us to redraw the chain again, but it'll be cuter. So, all worth it in the end. Yeah, just a little bit of curve there. We can reduce the opacity. Start drawing it. I feel like, nah, it'll be fine. Let's continue our little bumper bumps. It's like that. And eventually we'll have a cute little chain. It's funny because, like, for those of you who don't know, I am a variety streamer. So I don't just do, you know, art like I do on here, I also have a gaming channel where I play games. It's funny because I've been streaming game content for quite a few years now, just casually, just as like a fun thing to do. But it's so much easier to like stream gameplay because like there's always like something exciting happening, right? There's something going on that you can comment on at all times. With art, it's like I wanna talk. At the same time, it's like there's not much to talk about right now. Like I'm just drawing a chain. Yeah, that's all that's happening. Not much is going on. I find it harder to do the art streams. Not that I don't find these streams fun, mind you. I just sometimes run out of things to talk about, and then sometimes I'm just blabbering on just to blab on. Let 'tis be the way of a streamer. You always gotta say something, huh? I'm sure there are streamers that make it successfully without like talking directly to chat, but I'm assuming that's very few and far between, and they have some kind of weird specific niche. I'm sure. For me, I gotta be talkative. That's what happens. That's just the way things are. Add our little hook here. I'm gonna be a much more rounded little piece. And we have to draw this little dog. This little dog shape. You know, I might... Let's just delete this part for now. We'll add it back later. So the shape of this doge. I'm gonna start with a circle. Maybe a little bit bigger. Something like this. I'm gonna do something very similar to what we did with the other drawing. We're gonna kind of flatten out the circle a little bit. Kind of make it a square almost at this point. I hooked a little bit of the damn chain on that. Oopsie. Nothing a little pen tool can't fix. Alright, and then we have to draw the ears. Extra lines. Alright, that's a nice little dog shape. I do think so, I do think so. Attach it to the chain. Draw a little face. And we can actually start with color with this thing. Which color will not take nearly as long as line art. Thank goodness. But colors, you know, color's kind of the fun part. I kind of want to have a better anchor point. I'll move this up a little bit, just a tad. Why is that? Oh, I don't have. Oops. There we go. I don't have the whole thing selected. That's important. That is important. Yep, now I can just clean this up. Make it look a little nicer. Yeah. Okay. And this has like a very just typical little face on him. Should be easy enough to draw. Everyone loves a little three mouth. Nothing better than a three mouth. I mean, it's adorable, but I mean, come on. It's like the pinnacle of character design. Perfect. Okay, we can start coloring this bad boy. Let's go. Coloring is gonna take literally 2 seconds, because there is not much color to really do here. Let's do apply to connect pixels. Let's get all these little spaces, because we don't want to fill these in. Invert our selection and fill. Oops, I missed one. Gosh darn it. Get that big one, please. Subtract. What? Why is this not working? Why is this just getting rid of my selection? Ah, because I was on the wrong layer. That would explain everything. That would explain everything. Ah, boy. You know, being on the right layer does help, chat. It's helpful. It's helpful. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So, looking at this, it's like it's got some little splotches on the sides. And then some smaller splotches. It's got one for the like news section. Okay. Let's fill in the eyes. Leaving a little bit of a gap there that I do not like. There we go. It's like the bucket fill tool is nice until it makes tiny little mistakes and I gotta fix them. It's like, how dare you make me fix this? How dare you, actually? Make me do work. Absolutely, how dare you? Lighter silver? Yeah, that looks better. A little bit of a lighter color. Just a tad, just a tad. Okay. And what else? We gotta put the whites of the eyes. Little eye shines. I think that's it. And then, well, we also have to do colored line art. Hold up. Important step, very important step. And just like that, we are ready. We are, well, you know what? I want to color the line art of the dog. It's separate color. The green kind of looks gaudy on the brown. I can fix that lickety split. Look at that. Done. Done, chat. Freaking done. You can see it. It's freaking for your viewing pleasure. All done. Little Tamagotchi guy. I feel like I might, you know, I say all done, and it's never all done. I feel like just going off like the reference of the Tamagotchi, I might add like a little bit of extra line work just to add some depth. Like go around to the edges here. Do some little eye things, you know, little eye marks, wrinkles. Even though it's a machine and doesn't have those, but you know. Yeah, I think that's a good little detail. you're not even gonna see that detail when it's all shrunk down. But I care about it, so you know, that's all that matters. I might even, just cause, I'm gonna add a little bit of depth to the eyes. Not anything crazy. Just a little bit. And I'll take off the shadow on the eye shines. Yeah, it just gives it just a little bit more depth that I like. Even, you know, what might be also good? It's like a little bit of highlight on like the star. Something like that. Okay. Yes. The extra depth I like. It's like, I was looking at it, I'm like, it's too simple. You know? Just like slightly too simple. Just need like just a tiny bit of extra oomph. Makes all the difference. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. I can't touch it anymore. I have to call it actually done. I have to call it somewhere. That's done. That's done. Alright. Let's add her on to the main canvas, shall we? First I have to compress the layers. And then of course, oops, not copy from clipboard. What are you doing? Copy from clipboard. I don't want to do that. Copy this. Let's make a new layer for the keychains themselves. And look at that, we got it on the main image, chat. We got it on the main image. Now I just have to shrink this boy down. So I'm thinking maybe like this size. This seems like a good size. Yeah. Little keychain, you can see it. He's small, but you can see him. You can see him. You zoom in, he's right there. I might have to make like the line art like slightly thicker on him. Kinda be like that, you know, just so it's more visible at a smaller scale. Yeah. We'll definitely do that. I'm not gonna add that right now. But that'll be for a later date. Once I get all the keychains on here, I'll adjust them as needed. But hey, that's one keychain down. One down. Many, many, many more to go. Because at this rate, I need how many? Probably 4 on each panel, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22, 24, 25? Looking at about 25? Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of keychains. That's gonna be a lot of work. But we can do it. Let's do the math, shall we? If I need... How many artworks do I have to do a day? How many days are left in the month? We'll go with that. So, including today. Nah, we'll say not including today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 days left in the month. And if I need to make... We just counted, what, 24 keychains. We want to do, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plushies on the shelf. And then, I don't even know what we're doing on these shelves down here. We'll just say... We'll say 6 per shelf, just like up here. So 6, 6, and that, we're gonna estimate I need to draw 60 more characters, okay? 60 divided by how many days did I say we have left? Gosh dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 days. I need to draw 3.5 drawings per day to fill this up. 3.5 characters to fill the rest of this up. Ooh. Ooh, that's gonna be rough actually. That's gonna be rough actually. Hold up. I need to speed up my workflow, actually. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. I might have to cut down the amount of keychains we do. I might have to edit this a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. For now, though, this dude is done. So we can save this and come back to it later. Let's do another drawing. Which one do we want to do? Let's do this one. Look at this freaking emo character. Look at this fool. We're gonna draw this one. This one, we're also just gonna do a keychain. That's, you know, the keychains I feel like are the things we need to get done the most since we have the most space to fill up at the moment. Not including these shelves down here, but again, don't know what I want to do for those shelves down there yet. In the end, if I can't fill those shelves, we're just gonna have to crop it out and just have it, you know, like that. We'll just have to have it like that. In the end, if I can't finish everything in time. But we'll see. We'll see. For now, the keychains are the most important thing to get done. So, doing more keychains. So, I actually isolate this character a little bit. So I don't need the full reference, I just need the face. And then this character has like a ton of hair, big ears. So probably let's just draw like this like oval. Draw some ears. You know what? I don't know. I'm thinking of ideas here, chat. I'm thinking of ideas. Okay. And for face, segment this. Give them just like a little mouth, you know, just like little probably be like a little bit. He's got the ear fluff, right? So if we were to extrapolate this character, we probably would have fluff on the face too. I'm also thinking bigger eyes. Just like a little bit. Bigger eyes, bigger nose. Kind of like this. Kind of like this, kind of like this. I don't want it to be perfectly symmetrical. I just wanted to do a little copy paste just for ease of sketching reasons. Something like that. I am not loving this though. Maybe I don't want the eyes to be this big. Maybe I'll take the eyes back down. Like, it doesn't have to be super, you know, chibi anime. I can make things a little bit more normal looking. Something like that. And of course we'd have the ring and the chain up there. Yeah, like that. Something like that, something like that. I might bring the hair up on this a little bit. Make the hair a little bit bigger. And no, I decided against it actually. I thought about it, I decided against it. Want the hair like hanging off the bottom like this. We just have it like that. No. Yeah, the indecisiveness of an artist. Okay. What I am gonna do though, I'm gonna copy and paste my little chain here so I can have that for us. Very important. And then, should I just do a normal circle for this guy? Yeah, probably. Probably just like a circle. Be fine. Whoops. Just gonna take this as a size reference. To use. And down the opacity. Doesn't gotta be perfect, just has to be close. Then I don't need that anymore. layer. There we go. Alright, there's our chain. And then this guy will have to be like right there for us to have everything work the way we want it to. I am going to take a small little break, run to my kitchen and get a snack because I am starving. But we will be right back. Should draw a better R. I'm an artist. Come on, I can draw. I can write. Come on. Yeah, we will be right back, chat. I'm gonna grab a snack, maybe some water, and then we can continue on streaming. So, BRB, chat, BRB. Alrighty, chat, I am back. I have brought the gift of fruit snacks with me. Because, you know, who doesn't love freaking fruit snacks? And we can actually continue drawing now. Oh my goodness, look at that. We can draw, yay! Hold on, let me mute my mic to open my fruit snacks. I don't think anyone wants to hear the crumbling of the wrapper. Okay. Let us start on maybe the hair. The hair might be a good place to start for this. I think so. As I continuously munch on fruit snacks as I work. Chain here. There we go. Have our little connection point. Might thin out the connection point a little bit. Just 'cause it's a little thick in comparison to the chain itself. Just a tad, just a tad. Yeah, that looks better. That looks much better. cute little asymmetricalities. Bringing it together. Never been the best at drawing here, I will say. It's never been my forte. I will try my best. Get this as good as possible. The thing about drawing super simple characters in my art style is that, like, I have to give a little bit more detail, right, than the character actually has usually, just to make it fit my art style, which can be tricky. So you want to stay true to the character while also making the best drawing you can. I think that tuft of hair looks good. What do you think, chat? I think it looks good. But yeah, again, adding little detail while staying true to the character, very important. Whoops. Let's put that back, thanks. Didn't mean to drag out my toolbar like that. Not my intention. Sometimes I'll be flicking my pen all around and accidentally grab things I don't mean to. Trying to make the liner on the outside a little thicker. Get that contrast. I'm honestly thinking that I should probably work on a smaller file size. I think it would make drawing these characters a little bit easier. I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna change it down to like maybe 1,000 instead of 1,500. I think my lines will be a little bit more consistent. And a smaller canvas size. I don't know. I could be wrong, but we're gonna try it. Gonna give it our best go. Okay, now I have to see. Yeah, I think a 10. 10 matches pretty close. Man, I'm all out of fruit snacks already. They go so quick, those little packets. Very good, very good. I think I'm gonna abuse the symmetry tool a little bit more on this drawing than I did the other one. Just, you know, not too extreme, nothing too extreme. Just a tad. Just a tad. Trying to make this guy fluffy, you know? Fluffy little kitty. I don't like this though. I don't like these hairs on the edge. On this edge. I don't think it connects to the main body in a good way. I think that looks a little bit better, maybe. Yeah, okay, yes. A little more satisfying. Get rid of this line. Let's have the floof like that. Yeah, cool. Let us copy and paste this. And a transform and a flip. Give it a good flip, give it a good flip. See if we're doing exact symmetry. Let's line up. Kind of like that, which we don't want, because I'd want to line it up kind of like here. Whoops, too much. Too much. Trying to get this line all good and golden. Well, it's not, let's not take off too much, you know? I don't know how to close this little end in and make it look good, actually. I might have to edit this a little bit. Just a tad bit. Again, it doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical, it just has to work. If any of you guys that are watching are participating in Artfight, because, you know, we're doing Artfight stuff right now, I need tons of characters. If you are participating in Artfight and would like to drop your username in the chat, feel free. I always need more characters to fill. Always need more. I don't like that either. I don't like that either. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. See, it's like, I think these ends being like super curved is what's bugging me. Like it's too curly. So you look at the reference, you know, there's some wafts, but it's mostly just spiky. So something. Something like that. Something. Something like that. Speaking of Artfight, even if you guys don't have any characters for me to draw, if you have any ideas on things that I should draw for Artfight, definitely let me know too. Because we have tons and tons and tons of space to fill on this dang arcade counter. Like, tons and tons of space, especially these shelves down here. So, you know, always open for suggestions. Always open, always open. Let's see if I can maybe get this little tuft of hair to look decent, huh? That's the idea. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be good enough. If I keep telling myself that, eventually I'll believe it, chat. Eventually it'll happen for me. You know what? Good enough. Good enough. I call it good enough. I definitely want to add some, like, extra tufts of hair back here. Add a little more asymmetry to the character. Oh, visual intrigue. Alright, with that, I think the line work is done, chat. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, done. Awesome, and we can start the color. One of the best parts, the color. Okay, first let us select all the areas. Don't want to color. That's important. Okay. Color in the chain. See, now this part of the process, it's like, oh man, it's just like a coloring book. It's so easy and fun. There's nothing to figure out. It's just fun. I might actually take this darker color. It's like grungier, yeah, grungier red color. And I'm taking a little bit of liberty on the eyes, but you guys just have to trust me, okay? Just have to trust me. Where's my bucket tool? There it is. Goodness. Add a little bit of depth to the eyes here. This. Make sure this shape kind of fills out the whole space of the muzzle. And then these markings, these ones are very interesting. go. Let's do another layer. I'm gonna go like this through the eyes. Have like a cutoff on the cheeks. They go up. So come on. Give me a line I can work with. I can maybe work with that. Yeah, maybe work with that. Okay. It kinda doesn't exactly. Yeah, I need to have some space around like that. It's almost like a raccoon, but with like the teardrop markings of a cheetah, you know? Little bit, little bit. And I'll probably just add like a little bit of fur texture-y, kinda. Have a furish texture to this. Give it a little dimension. Tad bit. Just enough to give it a little light. Then let's make the nose brown. We gotta do the ears. Make the whites of the eyes a little bit brighter. I think they're a little too dark right now. I don't want it to be super bright. Just bright enough so that you can see. What's happening? What's going on, you know? Add our little layer of colored line work. And I think this one is done. Easy peasy. Okay, and we can add it to the counter. Select the layers. Grab that. Paste it. Shrink her down. Make the keyholes match in size, roughly. Doesn't gotta be perfect. There we go. Perfecto, perfecto. We have 2 keychains. 2 keychains, chat, 2 keychains. Out of, what did I say, 24? So, you know, we still have a lot to do, but hey, I call that progress. So, I think we're gonna end it here, chat. I think we've done, I mean, we did 2 drawings, which I think is good enough for today, because I'm hungry and I want to go make din. So, thank you all for joining me today, though. It was a lot of fun. I am loving the progress that we are making on this. Like, I cannot wait for this to be done. And I hope you all will be just excited as me to join me on this ride. So, if you are not already, make sure you are following me at Oscar Darla on Twitch or YouTube. I am live stream on both. Oh my gosh, Amy, I don't know if you were lurking this whole time or if you're just popping in, but thank you. I appreciate it. I do think it's coming along super nice. I'm freaking loving it. I am freaking loving it. And cannot wait to get it done. But I have to work really hard to get it done. So, I don't know. I really think I might actually do some extra live streams on the weekends. No promises, but I might, just to keep me motivated. Been here quite a while. Just quiet. Okay, got it. Just lurking. Hey, no sorries, hey? I love the lurkers. I welcome the lurkers, because, you know, my art streams are just supposed to be nice and chill. So, lurkers welcome. Lurkers welcome. I even made a freaking command for the lurk. Freaking exclamation point lurk. But yeah. I am gonna be popping out now. Gonna make dinner. Probably will do more art later, just not on live. So next time we stream, hopefully I'll have more progress on this. Which we will be streaming more art next Wednesday. I will also have other live streams during the week with my game lobby streams. So Tuesdays and Thursdays for those. So yeah, if you want to stay up to date on all things live stream, make sure drop a follow, join the Discord, follow the socials, and that'll be it. So thank you guys for joining us today. Very much appreciated. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!